Wow, that looks nice. Looks bigger than the one they tore down. She'll put it up fast.
Well, that's because they work together.
Boys, wait for your sister.
Hi. Hey. Hello, Rebecca. Look at you getting around so well.
I've been practicing.
Well, have a wonderful day at school. I know things won't be the same, but... Thanks for coming in on your day off to do this follow-up with me.
Are you kidding me? I wouldn't have missed it. Never had a story hit me so hard.
It's changed how I see everything.
A racket on a Sunday, Rebecca. Do you need to see Katie as badly as all that?
Sorry. I'll knock quietly next time.
I'll not hold my breath.
Good Sunday, Rebecca.
She truly is a clodding horse, isn't she? Ah, you forget what you were like before you became such a refined young lady.
I was never a horse.
Oh, no, more like a hopping, fluttery bird flying about. Now look at you. A young woman baking pies. Barely a feather left.
Bet I could still fly if I wanted to.
I've no doubt. Does this mean you're going to talk to Teacher Ruth today?
Do you think I'm ready?
I do.
We're going to help Dad set up the barn. Oh, what?
Now, your sister, she's a half-blind colt.
Move along, girls. Folks are ready to worship. Kick ass, Isaac.
Where's Rebecca? I hope she hasn't been in the way.
No, she's been a big help. I just sent her inside with Katie to wash up.
No bean chowder? Good. Chowder with Isaac doesn't agree. It doesn't sit well with Gideon either. I got a package from Emma. Look. Look. Her boys are taller than she is now. She's my sister. Was a friend to you. She's shunned Ida. You shouldn't open her letters. It's Sunday. Hannah and Jacob love Sundays at our house.
It's so beautiful. I'm taking her to town this week. Want to come with me?
I'd love to.
Can we come too? You two aren't old enough.
Well, I mean, if they really want to come, we could always ask.
But they annoy me.
Well, then, we'll just have to make you sing and entertain us.
Have you heard Rebecca sing?
I went to the horse auction this week, and an Englishman said to me, "Why do you keep yourself separate?" Well, I will tell you what I told him. We are separate so that we do not stray. Someone who boasts that he is a Christian must walk in the path of Christ. Then he said to me, "Can you not walk in the path of Christ and watch television too?" I said, "Well, that would be quite the trick." How can we keep our minds on God if we're distracted by worldly pursuits? The answer is we cannot. We keep our lives simple so that our path to heaven will be wide open for us and not cluttered with obstacles. Let us lift our voices now in expectation of arriving in our true home.
Kick it hard, Katie! Get out!
¡La César!
After we eat, will you tell the little ones the Dirk Williams story?
I will. If you go talk to Teacher Ruth.
I will.
If I move this, then I'll be able to see them.
No, I hear they're building a new house.
Yeah. Oh, the one, the
yeah.
people across the street.
Oh, really? Teacher Ruth, I was wondering.
Are you finally gonna ask her about being teacher's helper? Katie, you little spiller!
It's all right, Mary Beth. I think the whole settlement knows that you've got your eye on my job.
Oh, no, I don't want to be teacher yet. I'm only 14. I know I'm not old enough, but I would like to start helping, just so that I could be ready for my apprenticeship next year.
Well, I'd love the help. In fact, if you hadn't asked me, I was going to ask you.
Truly?
You'll make a wonderful teacher.
Thank you.
There you are. Dad just called. He wants to know how long you're gonna keep his truck.
Just one more day.
Okay, can you call him and tell him?
Charlie? Are you gonna call him and tell him?
Yeah, could you call him? I want to catch an hour or two of sleep before my shift.
Okay.
Me and Daddy going. He going night-night. He going night-night.
Now, Dirk refused to renounce his beliefs, so they locked him up for many, many months until one cold, bitter night, he saw his chance and he escaped.
Only one of the guards saw him and he started chasing him. So Dirk was running as fast as he could across a frozen pond until all of a sudden he heard a crash and a crack, and he turned around just in time to see the guard crashing through the ice into the freezing water. Well, Dirk knew that more guards were coming, and he also knew that this was his last chance to escape. But he turned around, he went back, and he pulled that guard out of the water and saved his life.
But what happened to Dirk? Well, it's really sad. You don't want to know. They burnt him at the stake. But he was so nice.
You're such a baby, Hannah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Sarah.
Don't worry, Hannah.
He died in peace.
Because he knew that he had done the right thing. So he went straight up to heaven to live with God and all the angels. Okay, so who wants to hear a happier story?
Tell the one about the angels.
Daddy, Mom says it's time for you to get up for work.
Do they fit?
Okay. Can we wear them to school tomorrow?
No. No, these are for winter. It's not even cold yet.
But please. It might rain all of a sudden.
Well, we'll see what your mom says.
Gideon, the milk truck is still outside. Maybe I should see if Charlie needs some help. Daka.
Good one, Mama.
Look at my boots. Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, what the hell? Daniel!
Charlie. Can I lend a hand?
No. I'll get it.
How are Amy and the children? They well? Well, you let me know if you need anything.
Katie was determined to sleep in her boots. I thought we were gonna have to pull them off her while she slept. What is this?
Emma sent it. A gift.
And you accepted it. She's shunned.
I know.
Then what are you doing?
She's my sister. I miss her. I was hoping... I want to visit her.
I think you want more than that.
Not for me. For Mary Beth. She wants to be a teacher.
And she will be. Here.
Yes, but what if she chooses not to stay? To teach the English, she'll need college. And she's so bright, Gideon. Don't you think we should have...
We made our
consider...
choice, Ida, long ago.
It was the right choice for us, but Mary Beth...
will choose for herself when the time comes.
But by then it'll be too late. She'll have missed her chance for high school. Listen, Gideon, Emma has made us a very generous offer. She said that Mary Beth can stay with her for a time and see what it's like to go to an English school.
What are you saying?
I'm saying maybe we should try.
You want our daughter to be shunned, too?
No, of course not. You know she wouldn't be shunned. She hasn't been baptized yet. I'm saying, I just think she deserves a chance to be something more than...
More than what? She is a child of God. She is already everything that she needs to be. It is Emma who is putting these ambitions in you. Emma who lives with outsiders, tempting you with worldly matters. Oh, you mustn't talk to her anymore. Promise me, Ida, that you won't talk to Emma again.
I don't deserve you.
Mary Beth, I hope you're not going out without something in your stomach.
Are you finished milking already?
I'm sorry, Daft. I overslept.
I tried to tell her it was time to get up.
Well, the cows asked about you, but I told them you'd be back tomorrow. I can't tell if we're still quarreling or not.
We're not. An apple is not a proper breakfast. Here, sit and eat. You'll need to be fortified for your first day as teacher's helper.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to help Hannah with her sums. Teacher Ruth says she's a little slow-headed with numbers, but I think I can help.
You have a good heart. Teacher Mary Beth.
All right. I'm off to my prayer meeting. The bus is coming in 15 minutes, so finish your breakfast. And don't forget to brush your teeth. Hey. Hey. Make sure you get a few hours of sleep when they're gone, okay?
Slow down, Katie. It's not a race. Do I have to call you Teacher Mary Beth now? No, of course not, silly. I'm just a teacher helper. Why are you walking so funny? New boots. They're still a little stiff. Well, mine aren't. Really? 'Cause you just tripped. Bye, Dad.
I'm going to the feed store. Do you need anything while I'm in town?
A packet of needles would be nice.
All right, everyone, take your seats. How's everybody doing today?
Beautiful. Hannah with your sums today? Look, I got new. Could I help?
All right, Mary Beth, can I have my teacher's helper up front, please?
Yes.
Dispatch, what is your emergency?
There's a man. He just walked into my school. He's got a gun.
What is it?
Whoa.
Has something happened?
I don't know. Levi came to get Isaac. He says there are police cars at the school. They told me to stay put, but I'm doing no such thing. Step up.
Hello? Hey, Charlie. Just got Maddie to sleep. I hope you didn't wake her up. What? What are you talking about? Are you okay? Charlie?
away. Oh, thank Jesus you got away.
Emma and I ran out the side door, just like Teacher Ruth. And I thought Mary Beth would run too. I thought she would run.
Mary Beth is still in the school with the man?
Yes.
Sarah and Rebecca too.
He said he wouldn't hurt us if we did what he said. But I ran. I'm sorry, Mama. I'm so sorry.
What should we do? We should pray.
There you go.
I thought I looked tired.
Oh, man, I'm allergic to Mondays.
I just brewed a fresh pot of coffee if you want to go grab some.
Good. Oh, Jill, look alive.
I need you two on the road now. School shooting, West Nickel Mines, Amish school.
Amish? That doesn't make any sense. The Amish don't have guns.
The shooter wasn't Amish. He, shot a bunch of young girls.
Call us if you get any other details.
But my son, he got out, so I don't know anything about this one.
Come, boys. We'll ask Dad. He may know.
Ida. Have they told you anything?
Just that we have to stay here. And that one girl has passed for certain.
Who?
They don't know who because all the girls are dressed alike. They asked us for a photo of Mary Beth.
I told them we didn't have one. On account of God doesn't like us to be in pictures.
I can't leave, Katie.
I'll go.
Yes, is this the sheriff's office? Well, I've been trying to get a hold of someone who can help me. I just got a very disturbing phone call from my husband. Scared the heck out of me. I don't know. I don't know if he's going to hurt himself or... Yes, I will hold. Dad, thank God you're here. You have to watch Maddie. I have to go find Charlie. He just...
There's something you need to see.
Although no official statement has been released, what we do know is a lone gunman apparently entered this one-room Amish school. He allowed the boys to leave, but kept the girls inside with him. The first trooper arrived on...
What? Why are you showing me this?
Amy, that's my truck. The truck I loaned Charlie last week.
Wait, Sheriff, what can you tell us about that?
Sorry, ma'am. I can't give you any information.
No word on names or any other details? No, the news conference isn't for another 40 minutes. Yeah, I got it. Leonard doesn't want us to wait for the news conference. He wants us to go live in 10, so pick your spot and I'm gonna find a uniform to talk to. I think that's one of the parents.
Do we know anything new?
No, not yet.
I need to know where my daughters are.
Ma'am, that's what I'm trying to sort out right now. But we got girls sent to 4 different hospitals. They're all wearing the same clothes, and we got no photos to help us out.
Has no one asked the girls their names?
Ma'am, from what I understand, not a one of them is conscious.
Ruth. I should have stayed, shouldn't I? I just thought that if I went to get help, maybe...
There's no way that you could have known what that man was set to do. A total stranger.
He wasn't a stranger, Mama. I've seen him before. Lots of times.
Where? Who was he?
The man who drives the milk truck.
It was Charlie? Charlie Roberts?
I did find this letter from Charlie saying goodbye, saying that he was mad at God because our little girl had died and he was going to take revenge on God. That's her. Lisa died the day she was born. He called and I didn't understand what he was saying. I thought he was telling me that he was going to kill himself. I don't think it's possible that he could ever hurt children. My husband was a good man.
Ma'am, we found a list of the items he took into the school with him and receipts from the hardware store where he bought them. The dates on those receipts go back 6 days. We believe that your husband had been planning this crime for at least a week.
Would you please excuse me? I don't feel well.
It appears that Charles Carl Roberts IV, a local milk truck driver who is not Amish, entered the school at 10:35 this morning carrying an arsenal that included a shotgun, several pistols, along with 600 rounds of ammunition. He ordered all the boys to leave the room and then took 10 girls hostage. Soon after police arrived at the scene, Roberts shot all 10 girls and then took his own life. We're being told that 3 of the girls were either found dead at the scene or died shortly thereafter. All of the other girls suffered gunshot wounds and are being treated at local hospitals.
You okay?
Yeah, I just need a minute.
It's Hannah. She's safe in the arms of Jesus now.
Oh, Hannah. Oh, no.
Sarah and Rebecca are still alive in different hospitals. I must find Isaac.
Okay. We'll pray for them.
Forgive me.
Yes, ma'am.
I was wondering if you had any news of my daughter, Mary Beth Graber. She's the oldest girl, 14, brown hair.
Sorry, her name's not on the hospital update.
Well, what does that mean? They must have taken her somewhere.
I'll make a call. Try and find out.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
Did they tell you about Mary Beth? Is she in the hospital?
I don't know. Perhaps she did run after all. Perhaps she'll come walking up the road any minute looking for us.
Heads up, here he comes, folks. We have some questions for you, sir. Mr. Taskey, is Amy going to be joining you, sir?
Mr. Taskey?
Mr. Taskey, what is Amy's feeling? What is she going through right now? Could you tell us?
My name is Henry Taskey. I'm here on behalf of my daughter, Amy Roberts. She's been devastated by what happened today. She's written the following statement. Excuse me. The man who did this today was not the Charlie I've been married to for almost 10 years. He was an exceptional father. He took the kids to soccer practice and games, played ball with them in the backyard. He never said no when I asked him to change a diaper. Our hearts are broken, our lives shattered, and we grieve for the innocent lives that were lost here today. Above all, please pray. Pray for the families who lost children today. Please pray for our children and our family. That's it.
Mr. Taskey.
Mr.
We have some questions.
Taskey.
A few questions, please, sir.
Mr. Taskey.
Here, sir. Mr. Taskey, please.
The coroner is going to need one of you to come down to the morgue to identify your daughter.
But I did identify her when they carried her out at the school.
Let me call the office and see if they still want you to come down.
If they do, we are not able to drive.
I'd be happy to take you.
I want to go.
No. No, I will go. You shouldn't see her the way she is. It will upset you.
Acts of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Are we leaving?
Policemen are asking for our help, but I need you to stay here a little longer, okay? Now keep her close.
I don't have an answer yet. I'm on hold.
Doesn't matter. Please take me to my daughter. I want to see her.
I'm the same way.
Our hearts are broken.
There's news people outside.
I expect you'll have to get used to that.
I don't want to get used to it. I don't want those cameras anywhere near the kids.
I think you're gonna have to just lay it out for them. The whole mess. So they don't find out from somebody else.
How am I supposed to do that, Dad? How am I supposed to tell them that their father went? I can't even say the words to myself, let alone tell. How am I supposed to tell Andy and Ryan? Your daddy went and murdered, I don't know how many little girls the same age as you.
We thank you for the ride.
All right, wait a minute. Here they are. What's going on? Come on. Hey,
Gentlemen, can we ask you a question? What's your name? Please, can you explain to us why you're here? Sir,
come on.
are you here to...
Sir,
It
why are
appears
you
that
here
some
today?
elder gentlemen from the Amish community have come to
Keep
visit
rolling, keep it rolling.
Robert's family. None of them will speak to us
Looks like some Amish fellas.
Why? What do they want?
I couldn't tell you. But the last thing you need is for some angry folks to make you feel worse than you already do. I'll talk to them.
No. They have the right to be angry. They have every right in the world.
Not at you, they don't. You didn't do a thing wrong.
Neither did they. Just let them in, Dad.
Amy, you're not thinking clear-headed
Fine,
about
I'll
this.
do it myself.
No, hang on.
May we come in, Mrs. Roberts?
Like they were going in for tea. Have you ever seen anything like that?
No, never.
I didn't know what Charlie was planning. I swear to God, I didn't know.
That never once entered our minds, Mrs. Roberts.
I don't know what happened to him. I'm horrified and I'm so sorry. I would give anything, my life, to get those girls back. Were any of you related to them?
My daughter, Mary Beth, died this morning.
I'm sorry, you must be suffering deeply.
It is a deep wound, yes. But she is in heaven with her Father now. And she is at peace.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're sorry for your loss, too.
My loss.
You lost a husband. Your children have lost their father. We grieve for you as well. We will harbor no anger at Charlie. He was known to most of us. We come here to tell you that we forgive him.
You forgive him?
For as ye forgive men their trespasses, your heavenly Father will forgive you also.
Matthew 6:14.
We will not allow hatred into our hearts. We know that you will be facing harsh judgments, and we would like to offer our help. We are your neighbors, and if you or your children should need anything, we hope that you will let us know.
We came to tell Mrs. Roberts that we carry no grudge against her husband.
I don't even know what to do with that. How to frame it? I mean, how do you forgive someone who did something like that? I have 2 nieces. There's no way I could.
I raised 3 girls, and I... Do you think he was being on the level?
They went into the house, they talked to the wife. Why would they do that if they weren't serious about it?
All right. We'll run the clip. No commentary. We'll let people make up their own minds. But tomorrow I want the both of you out there again, talking with the Amish. Find out if this is just a deacon doing his job, or if the families who lost children really buy into all that forgiveness stuff.
She'll never sleep here again.
She's sleeping in a better place now, little one.
They're taking Mary Beth to the mortuary tomorrow. I want to get up early and sew her burial dress.
sure that there are others that would be happy to do that for you.
I want to do it. I want it ready tomorrow. I don't like thinking about her lying there without a clean dress to wear. Do you plan to come with me tomorrow?
I'll be there.
You weren't with me today. You were at the house of her murderer.
I was doing my duty.
According to whom? Levi?
According to God. God had a plan for her, Ida. He sent her to us. He has the right to call her home. To question that will do us no good.
But I don't know how to be without her.
Gideon is up.
You should not blame him for what he did. He was right to go with Levi.
You can say that even now.
Charlie Roberts is dead. To forgive him makes it easier. We don't have to see him. We don't have to talk to him. His fate is in God's hands.
Rachel, how are your girls?
God called Sarah home during the night.
I'm sorry. I was hoping.
Both of Judith's daughters died. Anna and Lydia. That's 5 girls killed.
And Rebecca, how is she doing?
Still in the coma.
Well, we will pray for her. You were up all night.
Sewing this dress is the last thing I will ever do for Mary Beth.
Why were you showing Rachel photographs of Emma's boys?
Rachel asked to see them. We agreed that God probably wouldn't have found us overly proud if we had just one photo to remember our daughters by.
We do not need a graven image to remember Mary Beth.
No. But it would comfort me. But you do not need comfort, do you?
Of course I do. I loved Mary Beth more than my life.
And yet, you went to the house of the man who killed her. And you put out your hand to his wife.
Because it was the right thing to do. God commands it. We must trust God's wisdom.
What wisdom? Why would God want a beautiful, innocent girl to be slaughtered? Why?
I don't know. All I know is that if we forgive, God promises that peace will follow.
God has shattered my heart. And I will not betray my daughter by forgiving the man who killed her. I will not do it, Gideon. I cannot.
I need to move the horse off the street.
You're Charlie Roberts' wife. Is this where... Is your husband here?
No, I was just seeing if they... I could take his body somewhere else.
Our deepest condolences on your loss.
Mr. Taskey.
Mr. Graber. So sorry for your loss.
And I for yours. Good day.
Mama, is Mary Beth wearing her new dress now? Does she look pretty?
Yes. Yes, very pretty.
There's no need for you to cook. Why not let our friends bring us food?
I don't want to see anyone else right now.
Ida. We are a people that share our burdens. We are a people that come to each other's aid. When I picked Katie up, they told me that there would be a grief counselor at the firehouse later on. That she was willing to meet with the families and help them work through their grief.
I prefer not.
But you need to. Perhaps more than anyone.
Why? Because I'm so unreasonable?
Those are not my words.
No. But you are disappointed in me. Because I dare to hate the man who took our daughter's life. If you want me to go, I'll go. I'll change my dress.
I hate that man too. He did a bad, evil thing. And I hate him more than anything.
He did do an evil thing. And I don't blame you for hating him. And you can hate him for as long as you like. But tell me, this hate that's inside of you, how does it feel? Does it feel good?
Not very good.
No. Hate is a very big, very hungry thing with lots of sharp teeth, and it will eat up your whole heart and leave no room left for love. We are lucky that God understands this. He is the one that will hand out the punishments so that we don't have to carry all this terrible hate around inside of us. If we don't want to. If we're willing to forgive.
maybe I could forgive him and still hate him just a little bit.
Excuse me, Jill Green, WEBG News. I wonder if I might speak to you for a few minutes? We don't have to talk on camera, but a lot of people are wondering about your unique way of coping with this terrible tragedy. Excuse me, Jill Green, WEBG News. Would you like to comment on why you think it's a good idea to forgive the man responsible for the tragedy at the school? We don't have to talk on camera. I just want to know because honestly, I'm having a hard time understanding it.
I know this is very difficult. Your lives have been turned upside down. Your grief is new and very painful. But with time, you can create a new normal for yourselves, especially if you stop to remember the good things. Why don't we start by talking about the memories you cherish about your daughters?
Hannah was 7 and so sweet. Everyone always told me how sweet she was. She loved working with me in the garden. She'd take such care planting each seed, patting it into the ground with her little hands, and then practically drowning it with water. Sarah was 12. She liked gardening too. But what she loved most was horses. She just got a new mare. The first night we brought it to the farm, Sarah slept in the barn.
Our Mary Beth was 14, and she loved to read. I think she read the Bible twice, all the way through. She loved to tell stories. Once she wrote
She wanted to be a teacher.
Anna was 7. Lydia was 8. They did everything together. One evening, Charlie Roberts came to get our milk, and he had his sons with him. And they played with Anna and Lydia in the dairy.
I'm so sorry that I left. I keep praying to God that He will give me that moment over again so that I can stay.
Ruth, if you hadn't run for help, the police wouldn't have got there as soon as they did. They told us that he was planning to do much worse, and you spared them that.
Yes, Ruth. You did the right thing.
I forgot to mention something else about Mary Beth. How good she was with younger children. She was the only one that could calm my nephew Amos when he was having an asthma attack. She helped him up until the day that Emma and the boys moved away. Oh, that's right. I'm not supposed to speak of my sister. She's shunned for taking up with an Englishman. We can forgive the man who murdered our children, sure, but we cannot forgive a lonely widow for falling in love.
told you I shouldn't have come.
Yeah, no, I can't get anyone to talk on camera. I gotta call you back. Hey, are you all right?
I don't want to be here. I want to go home.
Well, we can give you a ride.
This isn't a good idea. My husband will be unhappy if I go home without him.
Your husband was one of the men that went to see Amy Roberts.
They don't understand how it bothers me. None of them do. They don't understand that
some things are unforgivable.
My colleague Ann Curry has been covering this story from Lancaster County, and she's with us there again tonight. Ann, good evening.
Brian, good evening. Along with forgiveness.
These people out there don't give up, do they?
Still, the Amish people here are quick to forgive, bearing their anger even before burying their children.
You don't need me watching that. Where are the kids?
Lillian from church took him to get something to eat.
What about you? When was the last time you ate?
This time a week ago, I was bringing Charlie a plate in the garage. He was fixing Andy's bike. I thought we had a good life. I would have bet money he thought the same thing too, but he didn't. He actually picked going to hell over staying here with me.
How about I make you a grilled cheese? Since that's the only thing I know how to make. What's this?
Some Amish came and dropped it off. It's donations. They said their kids can't use them, so they gave them to the boys.
Huh, I'll be. They really put their money where their mouth is, don't they?
I asked the community what they wanted from the world outside, and I was told, tell the world we are grateful for its prayers, but also remember to pray for the gunman's family. Brian.
Katie, no! What are you doing?
Making cookies for after Mary Beth's funeral.
Katie, I'm sorry for yelling. I just didn't want you to get hurt. Oh, Katie, I said I was sorry.
This should be my funeral, too. I should have got shot, too. I don't know why I ran. It would be better if she was the one that ran. She would never burn the cookies.
Oh, Katie, listen. Shh. I thank God you ran. I thank God you're here. And don't ever think that you should have been shot or that you shouldn't be here with me and your father. We love you. And we need you, so please, oh, please, don't ever feel bad for being alive. Now, let's go and make a fresh batch of cookies together, okay?
Isaac just returned from the hospital. He says Rebecca opened her eyes 3 times in the night. I think she's waking up.
Oh, that's wonderful news. That's wonderful.
Will you come with me to the hospital?
But Mary Beth's funeral.
It isn't until tomorrow. Please, Ida. If it turns out she's not waking up, I can't bear to sit there alone.
Yes. Yes, of course. I'll go change.
I'm so happy for you. We just need to pray that she's waking up.
Let's do that.
So you have one of the families saying that they have no intention of doing the forgiveness thing.
No, not a family, a mother. Her husband is clearly in forgiveness mode. He was one of the men that went to Amy Roberts' house.
Is she being pressured to toe the line? Is that what that powwow they had yesterday was all about?
No. No, it was some kind of grief counseling. Although, Ida was pretty upset when she came out, so I suppose there could be some kind of pressure going on.
Well then, what are you sitting here for? Find out.
Look, do we really want to pursue this angle? All the networks are pretty much taking the Amish at face value.
I don't take anything at face value. I'm not going to report something as a fact unless I'm sure it's a fact. I mean, if you find evidence that this community genuinely forgives Roberts, then fine, I'll let you run with it. But if what we really have are deacons and elders making devastated parents feel like they gotta spout the party line, it's a different story.
So this is where the fireman picks you up?
He says it's on his way to work. Although he won't be working today, he said he'd get another to drive me. Must say, all our lives we're told to keep ourselves separate from outsiders, but they've been nothing but generous and open-hearted to me. Looks like a woman. Oh.
Hi. I went to the firehouse to see if I could volunteer and help with anything. They said a mother needs a ride to a hospital.
Yes. Yes, that's me. I'm Rachel. This is Ida. And it's very kind of you to take me. Isn't she kind, Ida?
Please let me help.
Yes, please. Ida. Let's go.
So who is it you're going to visit? What's her name?
Rebecca. She's 10.
Well, I'm glad she made it. I'll be praying for Rebecca.
Her other daughter, Sarah, was killed, along with my daughter. Seems very warm for this time of year.
Is it? Yes, it is.
My husband says our corn will be later than usual.
I hope that it won't cause you any problems.
Oh, no. It's a bit of a blessing since we've all been so occupied.
You know, if there's anything I can do for you and your family, I can give you rides anywhere you gotta go. I can give you my phone number.
That's very generous. We don't have a phone, but I'll be happy to take your number.
Would you please pull over? I have to get out of the car.
Why? What's wrong?
I don't feel well. I need to get out.
I'm pulling over.
Ida! Ida! What are you doing?
No, what are you doing? Sitting in the car beside Amy Roberts discussing the weather? I cannot bear the sight of her!
Ida, this is not a fitting way to talk. She did nothing wrong.
Mary Beth is dead because of her husband. And you're gonna defend her and scold me?
My daughter is dead too. And I want to scream at the world too, but more than that, I do not want to make my heart a battleground between hate and love. It hurts too much. We have suffered enough damage. We must do as God asks, Ida. We must choose love.
I cannot go to the hospital with you. Mary Beth's funeral is tomorrow. I have much to do.
You think Leonard's barking up the wrong tree?
Pretty much.
You gotta admit, we don't know for sure until we look into it.
Is that who I think it is?
It's Ida Graber. Ida? You all right? Can we give you a ride?
Not today, but the day after tomorrow. Can you give me a ride then?
Yeah, we could do that. Where do you need to go?
To Philadelphia. I can't stand to be here anymore. I have to get out of this place. I have to leave. Will you do it? I don't know anyone else to ask.
I'll pick you up at your house Friday morning.
Is that for one of the girls they say Daddy killed?
Yes, honey, it's for Mary Beth Graber.
I think they made a mistake. I think Daddy went into the school to help the girls, and the real bad guy shot him and got away. So, they just think it was Daddy. But it wasn't.
Thank you for talking to me today. Those are some big ears.
Smell it? They're ready. The harvest is late this year. You ever walk through a cornfield at night?
No, this is a first for me, day or night.
When it's quiet, you can hear the corn grow. God's work. It's all around us.
Not everything is God's work.
For many years, we were persecuted for our faith. We're not afraid to die.
Young girls should not have to die while sitting in school.
No. No. It may not seem so to us, we who are left to bear the pain and loss. But it is not our place to decide who does and does not die. That especially is God's work.
Charlie Roberts wrote in his suicide note that he wanted to offend God for taking his baby daughter. He was purposely doing evil.
All the more reason that we should forgive him.
Do you say things like that because you're supposed to say them?
I believe that you're asking me if I'm a puppet to my faith.
No, I'm sorry. It's just, I don't see how you can forgive someone who hasn't shown regret or expressed remorse. I don't see that as genuine forgiveness.
Forgiveness comes from an open heart, and it comes without condition, or it does not come at all.
was a long day. I'm glad it is done.
I have to leave, Gideon.
What are you saying? What are you...
I cannot bear to be here any longer. I'm going to the city. I want to find a place near Emma. And I want to take Katie with me. I want you to come with us. I don't want us to be apart, and Katie won't be happy without you. You will never leave, will you? Not even for me.
I am a plain man, Ida. I can be nothing else. This is my place. Our place.
No. Not anymore, it isn't.
You're in pain. You're not thinking clearly.
Not true. Pain clears the mind very well, and I know that I do not belong here. I am not a meek little sheep like Rachel and Melinda, like you, offering up our daughter as a sacrifice to faith.
You will mock our faith now? Our faith is the only thing of value that we have.
No! We had so much more than that. We had Mary Beth. Our child was of priceless value, and you made her cheap with your easy forgiveness.
It is not easy to forgive. The Lord does not set us on an easy path. But this I know. Faith, when everything is as you want it to be, is not true faith. It is only when our lives are falling apart that we have the chance to make our faith real. Now, if you do not have true faith, then perhaps you're right. Perhaps you don't belong here.
So you will let me go?
I would not force you to stay here against your will. Do this one thing for me. Come with me to the firehouse tomorrow to meet with the grief counselor.
They said Amy Roberts will be there. All right, I'll go. And Katie and I will leave after. Gideon, I hope you'll come see us as often as you like.
I will not see you. You will be shunned. But I will come and fetch Katie and bring her here to visit with me.
Hey. Everything okay?
Yeah.
I bet Gideon's pretty upset.
He is. It pains me terribly to hurt him, but I do not see any other way.
Now, if you want to take a few more days to think about it.
It won't be any easier a few days from now. I promised Gideon that I'd go with him to the firehouse. The families are meeting with Amy Roberts.
Oh, I hadn't heard.
Will you come? I would just love to have someone there who understands how I feel.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to thank you all for coming here today. I have been so much wanting to tell you how sorry I am for your girls. So deeply, incredibly sorry. It's just, what Charlie did is, it's incomprehensible to me. To everyone who knew him, my son. He said it feels like a mistake. You've all been so kind to me, to my children. Even to Charlie, saying you forgive him when some things are just unforgivable.
We all deserve forgiveness, Mrs. Roberts.
Is God going to forgive Charlie for what he did? I don't see how any of you. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude.
No, it's all right, but you do not understand. Our forgiveness isn't about Charlie. Forgiving doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't even mean a pardon. We know that Charlie will stand before a just God. But we also know that if we hold on to our anger and resentment, then it is only ourselves who are being punished.
It's true. Every morning when I wake, I expect to hear Anna and Lydia singing together as they do their chores. But the silence reminds me that they're gone. And I become so full of anger that I can barely breathe. But then I offer that anger up to God, and I forgive. And sometimes I have to do it again in an hour. And again an hour after that. But if I did not do that, I don't know how I would ever breathe again. I don't care if I ever breathe again. I don't understand how he could do that to those girls, to me, to his children. I don't know how to forgive. I don't know. We will pray with you. Oh my God. We will help you.
You're not alone. None of us is alone.
Oh my God.
What can I do? Do you want me to drive you to the city? Do you want me to take you home? I don't know.
Are you all right?
No. Ida, Ian, you need to come with me to the hospital. Rebecca is asking for you. Why would she? She remembers everything, and she wants to talk to you.
Look who I brought. Good to see you, Rebecca.
God must have known how much we needed you here to send you back to us.
I told them you remember what happened in the schoolhouse. Did you want to tell us what happened?
I want to tell you about Mary Beth. I want to tell you what she said to the milkman.
Go on, we'd like to know.
After he got his gun, he was standing over me. I was so scared. Marion Fisher. She said, shoot me first. So I went over to her. And he said, you girls should pray for me. But Sarah said, I think you should pray for us. And Mary Beth said, I will. I will pray for you. She said she'd pray for him, even though she knew he was going to shoot us with that gun. Mary Beth was the bravest one of all.
She was. She was a good girl. She was the best, bravest girl.
Thank you for telling us that. Thank you so much.
As soon as you come home, I'm gonna bring Katie to visit you, okay? Take me home. I want to go home.
Funeral services for gunman Charles Carl Roberts.
Not a lot of people.
No, about a dozen, if that.
Poor Amy. I thought she belonged to a big congregation.
Doesn't look like it today.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
I don't understand.
Before she died, my daughter had forgiveness in her heart. I can do no less.
Thank you. Thank you.
On this, of all occasions, we cannot pretend that evil does not exist. We cannot pretend that even the most God-fearing of men cannot be swayed by darkness to carry out evil acts. Acts that leave a terrible pain in their wake. But as our Amish brothers and sisters have shown us, when we do not seek vengeance for our pain, when we open our hearts to the healing light of forgiveness, then the darkness is banished, and evil is no more.
The tragic incident that has changed the lives of so many in nickel mines. The Amish community has come together.
Ready to get this show on the road?
You go ahead, pick your spot. Ida, hello. I was hoping to see you all here today. Katie, you've grown a foot since the last time I saw you.
I know. Dad says he's going to sit on my head.
Miss Green.
Katie looks wonderful. Is she doing okay?
She misses her sister terribly. We all do, but yes, Katie's always been a happy soul and always will be, I think.
And you and your husband? It bothers me to think that I might have made things difficult for you.
Oh, please don't think so. You were a friend to me in my darkest hour, and I'm grateful to have known you.
I'm grateful too. Do you think Amy Roberts will be here today?
I don't know. They said that she's planning on moving away. Oh, wait. There she is.
I was wondering if I'd see you here.
I wanted to come. I needed to see the new school.
It's good you're here.